Well, hello everyone. I am Ricardo Delgado, co-founder and CEO of FresherPay. Um, in the produce industry, growers and produce suppliers struggle with complex financial management. Every day, the companies in the produce industry faces currency volatility, limited access to financing, restricted banking hours, and high international payment fees. More than 90% of the North American produce companies have faced one of these problems, and more than 77% of them lack access to essential financial resources. Please imagine being a company, a produce company, and closing a $10 million deal. You are celebrating this deal with your family, and just after a few hours, you have lost $300,000. Everything due to the exchange rate fluctuation. This is the reason why we have created FresherPay, a financial platform specifically for the produce industry where users can do FX transactions 24/7, ask for financing, control profits per FX profits per invoice, and send international payments with no fees. With our multi-currency account, our users can collect, hold, convert, and send money to more than 140 countries around the world. Also, they can request financing, all in the same platform. The produce exchange opportunity in this industry is huge. The last year, $48 billion of produce transactions were done between the United States and Mexico. 54% of the market value corresponds to small companies that can easily switch to our platform thanks to the benefits that we are offering. Our go-to-market strategy will enable us to capture 10% of this market, which represents $2.6 billion. In FresherPay, we generate revenue in three different ways. It's the spread in the FX transactions, financing, and the subscription. Our competitors includes traditional banks and several fintechs. Some of these competitors offer similar services, financial services, but we are the first company combining the FX transactions, the financing, and the industry-specific technology for this industry. It's not just the FX what we are offering. We add functional and operational value to all of our users. We do not have restricted banking hours. We offer spot and forward transactions. We have the same day transactions, international transactions, FX alerts. Talking about operations, users can control their FX profits per invoice. They have the real-time FX rate 24/7. And this is very important. Industry-specific tools, just as price calculators, sales settlements, conversion management, and several different options that help and improves the daily operations of the companies in the produce industry. We know the produce world inside and out because we have built in it, scaling it, and letting it. We are a group of leaders with more than 10 years of experience and background in financing, in technology, and in the agricultural sectors. Well, this is my co-founder team. FresherPay is now fully operational. Our net revenues represents 0.3% of all the FX transactions and 2.5% of the factoring transactions. This means that without users that is doing transactions of $1 million per month, we generate $3,000 for revenue for the FX transactions. And if we give them a 100,000 credit line, factoring credit line, we generate in total $5,500 per month per user. After 6 months of a pre-launch phase, we officially launched FresherPay in January of this year, 2025. To date, we have done more than 1,000 transactions. We have more than more than $20 million of GMV and more than $50,000 of revenue. Our sales funnel, we have right now is more than 25 active users, and we have more than 45 companies in all of our sales funnel process. With Right now, we are seeking raising a seed round, a 1 million seed round. This is how we are planning to use this money. Together, we can transform the global trade for the pros industry. I'm open to answer any question.
Sorry, Ricardo. I'm sorry I missed a couple of minutes in the beginning, but so you said that of course the fluctuations in the markets. I mean, the value of monetary values across continents varies. How do you actually predict that or deduct the risk?
Well, for sure, it doesn't work as a predictor of what will happen. We do have people in our team or account managers that is always with all of our users. But what we basically do, that during a month, the FX is always fluctuating. It goes up and down. During 30 or 45 days, it can go up 5%, 3 down, and it's always fluctuating. So what our tool does is that you are looking or monitoring each invoice, how much you are winning or losing talking about the profit, the FX profit. So in this case, imagine you have an invoice of $100,000. So after 7 days, the FX goes up and you have 4% in profit there. So what you can do with us is start monitoring all these ups and downs, so you can select the correct moment, the right moment where you need to do this exchange of profit. So in this case, for example, our users right now, in average, they are getting 3% extra profit due to the FX. And this 3% per invoice represents around 30% of their total profit. In the pros industry, since it's a big volume industry, users normally they do between 7 to 10% margin profit per invoice. So with us, they can increase this up to 2, 3, 4%, whatever. And this represents, as I mentioned before, up to 30 to 40% of what they are really getting or planning to get.
Okay, so basically this model only works in a society where payments are flexible, meaning that you can choose to pay your suppliers today, tomorrow, or the day after.
Well, these tools specifically of this dashboard, yes. But at the end, if you want to pay $1 million today to Mexico, you can do it through our platform. What we do, we open an American and a Mexican bank account and to the name of the company, and they can collect and start paying whatever through our platform. What do we offer? Better FX rates, better what I mentioned, 24-hour payments. People can be Saturday afternoon doing payments from Chicago to Querétaro in this case, and the money will arrive. And for example, banks in the United States, they have restricted banking hours up to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. So in these industries where everything needs to be done really fast, it's very appreciated by our users.
Okay, so would you in any way call yourself like a company called Wise? I'm sure you know Wise, TransferWise.
Yes, of course. Actually, there are some customers that were working with Wise, and now they are working with us. We are competing with Wise, with traditional banks such as Monex, Banco Base, Intercam, but at the end they are getting like a global market, and we are going for all the produce industry because our co-founders, our families have been in the produce industry for a while, so we know like these specific things that need to be or that affect us in the daily operations. So there's where we are entering.
Okay.
And it's a very, very huge market.
Yeah, absolutely. So your focus, your sort of key differentiation is not per se the product, it's more the niche market that you're targeting.
Yeah, it's the niche market and several things on the product, like these alerts. For example, you can go to sleep at night and if the FX is at 1950 and you can make an alert. If it goes up to 20, please do $20,000.
Good. Yeah, I like that. So you can like pre-program it as well.
Yes. So
All
you
right.
can wake up in the morning and be very calm because you already did your job while you were sleeping, right? You get
Just-
the best.
Just what I did with E-Trade back in 1998. Yes. All right. Good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Teo.